What is up, weather enthusiasts? I'm your host, Pat's Path Predictor. Let's get right into the weather. Alright, so this is the situation we have right here, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see on the screen right here, we have a 15% risk of severe weather, and this is already all the way out in day 7. I've been looking at some of the models, and I've been looking at some rather disturbing trends, and I wanted to make this video to kind of talk about this. This 15% risk, as you can see, is from Kansas City, Missouri, all the way down to near Wichita Falls in Texas, including Oklahoma City and Norman, and Tulsa, right in the middle smack of Tornado Alley right there. We're going to go ahead and read a little bit of what the SPC is saying right here. On Thursday, a cyclonic mid-latitude pattern is forecast across much of the western and central U.S. as the moist axis along a dry line is forecast to be placed in northwest Texas into western Oklahoma and southern Kansas. Scattered thunderstorms will be possible east of the dry line during the afternoon and evening. Model forecast instability and deep layer shear suggests that an isolated large hail and wind threat will be possible with supercells. Although there is some uncertainty to be added with the spacing of the severe threat, a 15% area has been added across parts of the southern and central plains into the Ozarks, where a combination of moisture, instability, and a deep layer shear is forecast to be the greatest. So that's the big situation we have right here. And if we take a look at one of the models we have pulled up, the GFS, we're also going to show you the gem run as well with this as well. This is the GFS, this is the Cape from 7 in the morning to 7 at night. This is by 7 at night. The Cape's already 6 days out is cracking almost 3,000 joules per kilogram right there. Supercell composite is already at level 6 out of 35, and even already that's a pretty interesting situation going on right there. GFS doesn't have sig toward parameter or anything like that, but we do have a couple of soundings from there. First sounding we have right here. This is in central Oklahoma right here. Lapse rates at almost 9 degrees Celsius per kilometer. SRH is cracking 300 over here. The shear at 1 kilometer is only 19 knots. The shear at 3 though is at 44, and the shear at 6 is 62 knots. Right there, that's going to enhance your supercell development. And look at this. This shear is almost 90 degrees. Like, it's an almost 90 degree difference right there. That's as directional as you can get right there. Cape's cracking 2600 over there. Potential hazard type over there. PDS tornado. And as you can see already, we're already in the EF3 to EF4 range according to this sounding right here. The next sounding we're going to go ahead and show you is this one right here. And this is near Tulsa, Oklahoma over here. Cape's over 3,000 joules per kilogram. SRH is cracking 300 at 3 kilometers. The directional shear is still pretty decent so far. There's 1 kilometer shears at almost 20 knots, 3 kilometers at 42 though, and 6 kilometers at 47. And that's going to enhance some potential thunderstorms, maybe some supercells if the ingredients get a little bit better. But that's not going to be nearly as big of a threat as the sounding that we saw in central Oklahoma over there. Next thing we're going to go ahead and show you is the GEM GDPS system over here. And the GEM GDPS is a little bit wonky and everything like that. We're going to go ahead and take it back to around this time right here. You can see the Cape gets up to almost over 2,000 rather. By Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening to kind of prelude that. And then Thursday, bam, look at this. And take this value with a grain of salt, but the GEM GDPS is showing a Cape value of over 5,000 joules per kilogram near Tulsa. Now, take this with a grain of salt because this is 6 days out, and I'm not inclined to really trust that. And the next thing we have is basically went from this to this, which quite frankly is most absolutely possible at this point. But do I think it's going to get up to 5,000 joules per kilogram? It's way too early to make a conclusive statement on that, so I'm not going to say anything until then. But if we go ahead and take a look at the dew point temperatures with some of this stuff, dew point temperatures, according to the early models, do get up into the lower 60s right here. If we take a look at the GFS, well, they get up to the mid 60s dew point right there, which definitely is going to enhance some thunderstorm development right there. You're going to need moisture right there. If we take a look at the relative humidity, there's your dry line right here. That may be enhancing some stuff right there, but in the morning we're looking at like 90s, 80s humidity right there. Temperature in Oklahoma The temperature is cracking 90 in some of these areas right there, and that's mostly in the dry line and everything like that, but even outside that, we're looking the 80s, parts in the 70s right there, and with all that moisture, advection, and everything like that, that's going to definitely enhance some severe weather. We're going to have to continue to monitor this in the coming days. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. It helps me out and helps me make more videos like these. The goal of this channel is to get more people engaged with weather. But with that being said, have a wonderful day, guys. Stay safe.